Hi there Leo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly work and money reading for July 2020. Leo, I'll be shuffling over here, waiting for the first card to flip or fall. That is going to be your overarching theme or energy. That was too many. For the month, I'll then be pulling specific cards. There it goes. Three of Wands. Some of you might be at a bit of a crossroads, fork in the path. I find it an exciting card though. It's really positive because it's about seeing those new successes on the horizon. Okay, and now I'm going to be pulling specific cards. Oh, yes, because there's new opportunities here, Leo. I can't get out what I'm saying. I'm pulling cards, there's you, for your work specific areas. Now your finance, I'll get the clarifiers. The Seven of Swords is a surprise here in this reading. I'll see what the clarifier is for it. Because I can see that you are eyes on the prize, new opportunities, and getting ready to jump into that. Nine of Wands. Yeah, there might have been some challenges. Four of Cups. Maybe not happy with what you were getting paid in the past. Get the clarifiers and see if we need anything else. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands for Leo in terms of work and money for July, please. Oh, I'm just dropping all the cards today, Leo. Oh, but that was a one card drop. No, it's a two card drop. It's the Ace of Swords, but I feel like I didn't know whether to take all the top or the bottom cards, so I'm going to carry on. Well, that would make sense, guys. We've got the Seven of Swords. There might be some kind of communication, some kind of truth that needs to be revealed that could somehow be blocking this opportunity from coming in. We've got the King of Pentacles. Could indicate a boss or mentor for some of you, maybe an earth sign. Let's clarify the King of Wands. There it goes. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking for new opportunities because there's a sense here that you weren't getting back what you desired from your current role. Let's get the clarifier for the Seven of Swords. Maybe you feel like someone's kind of stealing your thunder, or you know, undermining you in some way is coming up. Sorry guys, I seem to be having an issue with actually holding on to the cards today. I'm back on track now though. Clarify the Seven, here it goes. The Chariot, yeah. Okay, we're needing to move on. Move on to things that are more aligned for you. I'm just going to grab another clarifier from the Rider-Waite for the Seven of Swords, so I can see that you're needing to move on. Maybe because you were being undermined, or there's just a sense that there could be some shadiness going on, maybe backstabbing. I really can't stand that about, you know, workplace politics, guys. There it goes, the Empress. Well, there's just definitely a new beginning here for you. Okay, Leo, your overarching energy is the Three of Wands. Now, this shows you at a bit of a fork in the road, right? At a bit of a crossroads. And I can clearly see that from the cards that are in the spread as well. There is the sense that you've turned your back on, I'd say, your current situation because there's something that you're not happy about in it. I feel like there's either something going on there, or you're not getting the reward and recognition for all the hard effort that you've been putting in. Either way, I feel like you're a bit done with it. It doesn't feel like an overly negative or really hurtful vibe. We don't have any Ten of Swords or Towers or anything like this, but I feel like you have outgrown it and you're on to bigger and better challenges now, maybe even entrepreneurship for some of you. So the person in the Three of Wands, guys, is looking out on that horizon at these ships that are on there. It's like, you know, you can have greater success if you walk a different path. And that success isn't necessarily going to just, you know, manifest overnight, but it's the promise that if you do walk a new path, if you move on, Chariot, you know, King of Wands, looking for those opportunities, that maybe there's greater success or greater abundance than what you've been actually having in your current role. Even though I feel like, you know, you have had a certain amount of success in it, I think it can be even better, you know, somewhere else. We've got two number threes here. This is the time to dream big, to manifest, to create something else. And you've already got one hand on the Ace of Wands here, here, Leo. It's like you've already got one foot out the door. And this is the month that you say, well, not only am I going to rest a hand on that Ace of Wands, I'm actually going to take it and grab it. I'm going to seize that opportunity and I'm going to go for it. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's the month for crossing the threshold, getting on that horse, getting on that steed, riding on out of something that you've outgrown that just isn't a fit for you anymore, and moving on to greener pastures. I'm feeling called to move around a bit here, guys, and be a bit intuitive with this reading. Here is what I'm seeing as the situation that you're moving on from. 7 of Swords, 7 of Crystals, 2 number 7s. Can't quite attain what you want from the situation. You've given it your all, Leo. It's not you that's not putting in the time, effort and energy. I think you have. But there's a sense here that you're not pleased with what you're getting back, or not pleased with what you're getting out of the situation. You might not be getting the recognition you deserve. You might not be getting the pay you deserve. You might be the one doing all the work, and your team members might be the ones getting the recognition or coasting in on you, and you feel like someone's kind of taking from your intellect here. That's something that's coming up. The 7 of Swords can be that, you know, there's just a bit of an undercurrent that's a bit negative, that you're being undermined, maybe a subtle sense of manipulation. I don't know. It can have lots of different meanings, that 7 of Swords, but there's a sense here that it's just not a good vibe for you. And I think that you have got so much more to offer the world, and that your time, energy and effort is much better spent somewhere else, where other people aren't trying to drain it off you, right? I feel like a lot of you are going to be tempted to go out on your own. Entrepreneurship, starting a new business, going contracting or freelancing, getting away from the people that are trying to coast off you. Yeah, the 7 of Crystals is just the fact that you're feeling a mixture of maybe bored, apathetic, or just not happy with what you're getting back from the situation. So that's what I'm really, really feeling there. Really time for you to move on to something bigger and better. And I think you've been looking out for a while here, Leo. Here's you in July, stepping into your power. Now, I feel like you've been looking for a while for something that's going to for that next opportunity, something that's really going to take your fancy. What I love about the King of Wands is that she is an energy, guys, is the great entrepreneur. Eyes on the prize and eyes peeled for the opportunity that is going to become, you know, a successful business, is going to deliver, is going to be on passion, on purpose. The King of Wands is somebody who's not afraid to step up and be seen, to step up and lead. So some of you might be even taking a step up if you're staying in your workplace, or applying for jobs somewhere else where you're in a more senior position. But I'm feeling obviously entrepreneurship or starting something on the side for some of you, because the King of Wands doesn't really like to be under anyone else's rule, right? I think a lot of you Leos will be able to relate to what I'm saying here. You've got your own very, very strong opinion and direction, and I feel like a lot of you are really, really good at being self-directed, autonomous, not taking instructions from other people, and you know, you've got the firepower to put into this and make it work. So I feel like you've been looking for a while. You have, Leo, and this is the month I think that you find it, or that opportunity comes your way. We've got the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles now, King of Crystals. So I feel that you're going to find what you're looking for. You're going to find that wand, the one that's good enough to make you take the next step. You already had one foot in the new direction, to take the next step, to put both feet in the new camp. Ace of Wands is a passionate new opportunity, something that lights you up and feels on purpose, something that makes you feel like, wow, you know, I won't even feel like I'm working if I do this. This is really, really, you know, on par with me. So that's what I'm feeling. And I think what you're going to see in this opportunity, Leo, is abundance and stability. Like King of Crystals is, you know, a master of abundance, generation and creation, right? King of Crystals is also an entrepreneur. So you've got a really strong entrepreneur, like managerial kind of energy here, right? And he's looking towards the Ace of Wands. There's a sense here, and so was the King of Wands, by the way. There's a sense here that this opportunity that's coming in, should you take the inspired action to grow, to expand it, that it could lead to a really great sense of abundance, security, stability for you, as long as you commit to it, keep putting in that time, effort and energy. But there's a sense here that if you put the time, effort and energy into your own projects instead of someone else's, that's when you're going to rise to the next level, right? So that is beautiful. And just keeping in mind that aces are number one, guys. They are the seeds that need to be planted. They don't sort of manifest as fully realized opportunities. They require you to keep putting in that work in order to grow them, to bring those ships in, you know, in from that horizon. The Three of Wands is a really big energy of success is on its way. It's not here yet, but it will come in the next season if you keep committing, if you keep putting in the time, effort and energy, if you keep taking the inspired action, if you keep looking out for the right opportunities for you. Now we've got the Empress and the Chariot. Got a lot of powerful energies here, Leo. What I love about the Empress, guys, is that she is the biggest card of possibility in the tarot. And as an energy, she is the one that takes what you desire, what you are trying to get off the ground and manifest, and births it into the physical, material, tangible realm. She wants to make it solid. She wants to make it a thing. She's saying, let's do this. Let's do it together. I can help you get it off the ground. So that's the Empress energy. She wants to help you manifest. She wants to help you create. She is abundant and fertile with opportunity, and she wants to help you birth that into the physical realm. The Chariot is a card of moving on. So I think in order to manifest with the Empress, you're going to be moving on from your past situation. And the Chariot, it's a victory card. It's saying you're moving towards a greater sense of victory in doing so. But the Chariot also talks about leaving home or leaving a comfort zone. So I think some of you might be, obviously there was a sense of safety and security that you've had maybe in being an employee or this previous job that you're leaving, and you're kind of having to take a step beyond to go a step above, right? And the Chariot talks about, you know, making sure that we are really aligned in our decision making, really clear and congruent, because it's from that place that we move forward with power, with a clear direction, having a clear direction. So eliminating that indecision that you might have, and you know, being really aligned. And that's when we're the more powerful manifester as well. When we're really clear on where we're going and what we want, that's when we can really tune and work with the Empress, and she can really deliver for us. We don't want to be in two minds, because the universe can't really discern. If you're thinking about the thing you don't want and the thing that you do want, you're probably going to get a bit of both, or you're going to get some sort of confused version of it. So eliminating what we don't want, being really congruent, that's when the horse charges. That's when you get on that horse and really, really, really rock and roll there, Leo. So over in money, we've got the Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups. So I'm seeing probably that sense of apathy following through from your previous position there. There's a sense that, you know, it doesn't really matter how much money you offer me to stay in this role. I'm done, because I'm dreaming of something bigger, which is my own business or my own direction. And yeah, that might be a little bit harder for money while you're getting it off the ground, but there's a sense that you're willing to take the risk, because, you know, you're sort of sick of being this kind of wounded warrior who's lingering on that threshold of, oh, do I just stay in this or do I not? I think you're really ready to release the burden, release the weight, and take that step into the unknown and pursue this new direction. I might just pull one more for finance, guys, but that's what I'm feeling here as a general energy. So it's all about the promise and possibility of that in the next chapter, but we know that these things do take time, especially with the Three of Wands and the Ace. You know, they're the potential that needs to be expanded, nurtured, focused on, committed to. Cool. Yeah, exactly. But you can make it happen, Leo, right? It will happen, but it's you that needs to put in the time, effort, and energy. You can create this new beginning, this new start. You know, the Magician is the awakening to the fact that you actually have all of the tools and resources within yourself for this abundant new beginning. You can create. Magician and Empress is like massive creation energy. We've got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is what you're leaving. You're leaving maybe the traditional sense of work, and you're now aligning with your own true values and living by your true values and creating the sense of work and career that is on purpose for you. And it might not be the traditional model. Pretty exciting reading, Leo. Let's draw a couple of oracle cards to close out. Kind of excited to see where this goes for some of you. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. Oh yeah, that's pretty much what the Three of Wands is saying. You've already got one foot in, you know, you've already got one foot over the line. Why don't you just take the other step? You're already doing it. You're already half in. Why not be fully in? And trust your path. Doesn't get much more perfect than this, guys. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. You've already got one foot on the path. Just start walking it, Leo, and trust. Trust, trust, trust. Hope and faith. You can create anything because you're the magician. Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I love this reading for you. Do keep in mind it is a reading for the collective. It may not be every Leo's reading. That's fine. It might be next month instead. If you feel called to share, please do leave me a comment. I read them all. I try and respond to them all as well. And it really helps to get me, for me to get to know all of you amazing viewers and connect with your energies. And I'll see you back here next month for another work and money reading.